Looking forward to it. What what class did you pick?
All right, brother.
Coyote, thanks for the gift set,
Go
dude.
over it.
Do you want to just go down the list, or how do you want to?
Oh, wrong button. Yeah,
Honestly,
I mean,
I'm just gonna pull this up on the screen then, so everybody can look.
yeah,
at
I got it up. Literally, just
All right.
bring up a topic and we'll kind of like talk about it.
All right, so let's just start from the top here. Yo, Lane, thank you for the half a year, bro. Pyro, I heard Pyro's really good. I haven't seen it yet though. All right, he talks about his past experience in Bungie. Joe Blackburn hasn't always been there since the launch, but he was a critical part of Taken King, for those who don't know. Joe, anyways, I'm not going to get too far into that. Yes, we did finish Outriders. Okay, Destiny time, chat. Destiny time.
Witch Queen delay? We should talk about that.
Yeah, where's that start? So that's right at the beginning of the Witch Queen.
Yep.
So,
no.
I mean, I feel like this is kind of a... Okay, waiting. Nacho,
Jerry's.
Thank you very much for the prime, dude. Thank you, man. Enjoy your emotes.
Right. Good to go.
So, if you didn't see this coming, bro, like, it... Beyond Light was delayed how many months? 2 months, was it? Or was it
2 months.
Month?
2 months.
So I would assume if they want to do Witch Queen right, it's my guess is March of 2022. If you thought it was going to come out November this year, a year after Beyond Light, you're on something, dude. I don't think that was a fair assumption to have. I'm just glad that they're taking the time again, but if I hear any comment about this DLC not wanting to come out half-baked and then it does, I'm 1G'ing my monitor. So far, it's going to fly through the Bungie studio window.
Yeah. I mean, now this is what people don't understand is they're setting themselves up for criticism. If you delay, if you delay a big DLC like this and want to make it like good and it comes out and it's shit, you're going to get fried. So.
Okay, so we thought about moving the annual release to the early half of the year for primarily the health of the team, legacy expectations. I don't know what that means. Legacy expectations?
Right.
Like just them trying to deliver every year a big DLC? Nobody... They're finally getting it. Nobody was holding them to that. Why would you release something if it's not ready?
Right.
So they say Witch Queen represents an important evolution to the story. Beyond Light built foundation, weaving the world to making the story actually make somewhat of sense instead of all these little tidbits here and there. And it's unlike anything we've ever attempted before, with characters, arcs, heroes, and villains that persist over multiple future releases. So that, I'm assuming, is over like the next 3 years. So we don't even know what the third year is yet, because we have Witch Queen and then Lightfall.
Exactly.
And they're talking about ending the Light and Darkness saga and then moving on from that. So maybe we will actually see the end of a storyline for once, you know? Can we get some claps for that in the chat, dude?
Claps?
The end of a story after... I mean, we're talking 2 years in the future still, so... After 9 years, we're finally gonna tie up a storyline. Yeah, the original Destiny storyline tying up. Witch Queen. So I don't know if they were planning on ending that with Witch Queen or Lightfall, but Lightfall would make sense to me. But they talk about Witch Queen a lot here. I'm sure they probably don't know too much about Lightfall quite yet. They haven't thought that far ahead. So they're talking about, we still want to make the time to upgrade the systematic foundation of Destiny 2 to support everything we want to do in the future. Our ultimate vision for Destiny 2 still stands. A definitive action MMO, take MMO very lightly there,
yep,
and a unified global community where you can play Destiny anywhere with your friends. I mean, I think they've already achieved the thing where like you can play with your friends anywhere, but...
Right.
Reasons to play with your friends is where we're struggling right now, I feel like. So upgrading the approach to keeping the weapon and armor game fresh, refining the vision for PvP, which we've been hearing for years on years now, implementing transmog, and adding crossplay. More below.
Huge.
I mean, you got anything else to say, Clyde, or I'm getting a little tidbits from you here and there?
Oh, I mean that's just stuff literally that, you know, they're pretty much just reassuring everything that they told us before, but they're just, you know, I always say that they put stuff like this in writing to set themselves up for their own funeral. When you implement stuff and you say, hey, we're going to change this and we're paying attention to this, and you don't, you get fucking scalded for it. So, like, them...
You can't make false promises. Exactly.
Like, making a false promise is what hurts them, because everybody sits here and goes, well, gee, Beyond Light launched, and you said in this TWAB, on this date, at this time, people have this shit screenshotted, ready to go. And they go, well, you promised us this, and you didn't deliver. So they have to be careful saying some of this stuff, but everything kind of like got pushed back. But
okay, so question here, like for 3-peaking, would you rather them just say nothing, or would you rather them be like, okay, we're actually thinking about fixing this, even if it's 6 months in the future?
I think that when we get down to that topic, it's a good thing, but the 3-peaking thing should have been changed years ago. Like, I mean, it should have been changed when people first started complaining about it. It should have been a hot fix.
Well, the fact that it wasn't implemented from the beginning in a competitive playlist is a whole nother topic. I won't dive into that can of worms.
Exactly.
Because Destiny 2 is not a competitive PvP game in the slightest.
But when we make it down to that topic, it should have been something that was already like changed right away. That's just, you know, hey, there's a big issue with this, but it's, you know,
dad jokes, dude.
But again, people just all people are complaining about is cool. You're worried about 3-peaking, but you're not going to fix anti-cheat. What people got to understand is that there's no game out there on PC that is literally cheat free. There's still people that are trying to cheat on every single game.
Yeah, I mean, every game has problems, but this game in particular is it hasn't really made a
people get paid to cheat.
Attempt.
You understand this hand cannon, right? This past weekend, there's people that did over 100 recovs at $35 a pop. Do the math, $3,500 in one weekend.
And it's going to continue to happen over and over.
And it's going to keep continuing to happen over and over and over and over. The better the loot gets. So, of course,
the amount of emails that I get to try and advertise these shit recov sites on my YouTube channel, it blows my mind. It blows my mind.
Outriders says anti-cheat, but it's not a PvP game. It's PvE. Valorant, you can't cheat. Yeah, but there was people still.
Valorant, they've got your ball sack picks. They got your
people
wife,
were getting
your
banned
Social
for
Security.
trying to, because they were trying to implement cheats, but the software scanned it and caught them. But
yo, Cirky, what's up, dude?
Bungie's trying to get what Valorant has.
Thank you for the 11 months, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. Paid recoveries. I mean, it
I
could
didn't know
be
the
bannable,
music was still on. Sorry.
But I know they're not going to enforce that, dude. They can't even.
Valorant
They can't keep up with the cheaters, dude. How do you think they're going to keep up with the people recoving? It's not going to happen.
Yeah, that says a lot, though. There's no PvP in Outriders, and they have anti-cheat. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
But they just don't want people shitting out loot, like pooping out engrams out the wazoo, you know?
Yeah, but the game just came out, and I get it. But we're not programmers. We don't really know. Destiny 2 didn't just launch. It's been out for a while. Maybe relaunching a whole anti-cheat system like Valorant has or Outriders has takes a lot more thinking and thought and budget process than we actually know.
Yeah. So, I mean, at the end of this, they just talk about end goal is to keep their people safe because of the C word that we can't say in YouTube videos.
Wait, hold on a second. I gotta fucking address this. If they didn't make the game free to play, then cheaters wouldn't be far less. You understand? Cheaters got paid $3,500 over the weekend. You think they can't afford to buy a DLC? I'm done with that. I'm not talking about it no more.
All right, Clyde's tilted. Awesome.
I'm just saying, like, the cheaters are never gonna go away because people are fucking dumb and don't want to fucking play for shit in this game, and they want people to play on their accounts. They're gonna pay for the loot no matter what.
Don't let chat bait you. We'll have more to share on the Witch Queen and beyond in the late summer of this year. So I would say late June would be my guess, because that's around usually when it happens. Around E3 time would be my guess.
Yeah, let's talk about the rewards that matter now.
All right. With Season 11, we introduced infusion caps with the iteration of infusion designed to keep Destiny's gear game fresh from release to release to create a healthy ecosystem and aspirational content. While we still believe in these goals, it's clear our execution was off the mark. Okay, let me just start off and say that is bullshit. Let me be that guy. The reason sunsetting was implemented is because they couldn't find a good fix to get rid of things like Mountaintop and Recluse.
Yeah, they couldn't, and now
because they didn't have the balls to just take it out of the game.
Yeah, they're exposing it. Right now, we literally said this when they were sunsetting weapons. We said, watch, they're gonna pull back on this, and everyone's like, no, they're gonna keep it. They're not. But them lifting this sunset, which we still have to read on and tell you more about, is literally them saying we didn't have a fix to make you put down
really,
Recluse and Mountaintop.
Okay, explain to me how then.
All right, keep going.
I'm interested to hear your opinion. All right, hold up. Give me a second. Someone said not really. I want to hear what he has to say because I genuinely want to know if someone has a legitimate argument to this. Because that's the way I see it. It was power creep and they couldn't solve it, so they just slapped an infusion cap on there. Is what they did.
Yeah, we're recording this. We'll highlight
Mage, I'll give you a minute. You want to... I mean, literally hit me with it, whatever you want, dude. I actually want to hear what you have to say.
Yeah. I mean, I want to hear what people say about this. I want to know what people are thinking about it because...
I don't... Like, we're not sitting here trying to act like we're the only right opinion and we're just spitting facts.
No.
If people agree, cool. If you have a legitimate argument, I want to hear it.
Exactly.
Some loot stood out so hard, it would wreck nowadays. Think about Duke and Ostringer and Fellwinter and Guillotine in the future. Some standouts were just too much. Yeah, that's why they... You're thinking this totally wrong. We're on the same page. Those outliers were the reason that they introduced it in the first place, and that was a mistake, is what we're saying.
Exactly. No one wants to use a sword. No one wants to use Fallen Guillotine. No one wants to use the same weapons like we did. Mountaintop, Recluse, Wendigo. Look at Nagi. We're still bored with Nagi. I'm sick of using... We just wanted
variety.
I'm sick of using it as a Nagi. It's just always, hey, run this Grandmaster. Hey, 3, 2, 1, shoot the champion. He's dead. Like, and now we have anti-barrier on the fucker. Like, it's crazy. But what people don't understand is if sunsetting is implemented, right? Let's just say right now, the guns that we have, you know, look at Martyrs. Can't even use Martyrs no more. Missed that gun.
Yep.
But if Bungie doesn't sunset weapons, it sets them up to impress the community. And let me follow up by this.
Okay.
If they take weapons away from us, make sure you turn up your earbuds right now.
All right.
If they take our weapons away, they have to give us better shit.
Yep.
So if they don't sunset anything, they just go, oh, they're having fun with their old toys still. We don't need to give them new ones.
Yep. It's literally, we are the toddler in this situation, and Bungie is the parent. You have to give the kid new toys or he's going to get bored.
Exactly. So now with them saying, hey, we're just going to let you keep everything, that lets Bungie off for them to not even give us any cool shit now. And you'll see that. You'll start to see a dip. Look at this season. Look at all this cool shit we got. The fucking scout rifle. The last season we got Lament. All these exotics, the Boom Boom Titan exotic, even the people are having fun with the Hunter chest exotic. Everything they're giving us is awesome. Look at the legendaries. Look at the legendaries. Sweat loves the fucking. They brought the Iron Banner Pulse back. Sweat likes that. The Iron Banner SMG is cracked. It's got a range of an auto rifle. The bottom dollar. All these guns. The new Vanguard rocket. The new Battlegrounds rocket. New shit is fun. We don't want to use our old stuff.
But there's a tipping point where you can't make it so powerful that it's the only thing people want to use, which is where the game still struggles in some aspects. But it's getting better. There are more options. But now people are
complaining about the pinnacles. Like, where's my Wendigo? Where's 21%? We don't want none of that shit.
We want a good ass LMG again, but
we do want a good ass LMG again. But they need to give us more stuff. So we need to see how that's going to affect us. Is them just letting us carry our weapons on, which we need to in this set. Farming Deepstone Crypt was pissing everybody off because you got a gun and it's gonna expire before Witch Queen. When Witch Queen dropped, 1410 was the highest for Deepstone Crypt. So them changing this, yes, you're gonna be able to bring your slug shotties, but you think they're gonna let us keep this double slug swap meta? No.
What Jay said, dude. Awesome loot can carry average content. Great content can't carry average loot.
That's actually
Amen,
really good.
Dude.
That's actually really good.
Amen.
Yeah, 120s ruin PvP. Exactly. I mean, the list goes on. The list goes on.
All right, let's move on to. So we talked about infusion caps. They're getting rid of it.
That's pretty much what I just said, Pink. Yeah. I mean, it's.
So they said we're keeping guillotine, trusty, all that stuff. We're keeping a lot of weapons now, so they're gonna have to balance them out. So we're not using guillotine forever and ever.
Exactly.
And
it says right here, because we won't be capping any of our weapons, we must consider more variables in the game balance of our upcoming seasons and releases. So expect to see tuning when it comes to our biggest outliners in PvP and PvE. Yes, I'm looking at you, Fell Winners and Warmind Cells. Pretty much they're saying, hey, we see that Fell Winners is a problem. We see that Warmind Cells, everybody uses them. And they know, like, hey, haha, this is funny. We're taking away their EP weapons. But guess what? We still got Xenophage, Wrath of the Rasputin. So they're indicating that they see that still. Which, I mean, it's good.
They keep saying this isn't a change that we can make lightly. Like, dude, stop with that. Bro.
Yeah, they need to stop saying that.
It's good. They're finally understanding that there are things that literally ruin PvP or PvE for people. Like it's small sections, but it's enough to like drive people away if it's overused.
I'm gonna read this power play so Sweat doesn't do all the reading. Now that we talked about rewards, let's talk about power. Last year we started a paradigm.
Paradigm.
Sorry, I said it right this time. Paradigm, because chat put it in chat like 50 times. Paradigm, I win. Yep. Where we raised the overall power cap by 50 each season. While this helped ensure the infusion caps shifted the meta, it also made each season feel like a significant reset to the power you have accumulated. That is the best sentence out of that whole goddamn paragraph.
Yeah.
Each season felt like a significant reset to the power you accumulated. Because like you'd get your 50, you'd take it away. You get 50. So to combat this, they're going to be experimenting with a new power level cap starting in season 14, which should be, May 11th or a couple days after. Yep. You will only be raising the power cap by 10 for each non-expansion season. So what this means is if your max power 1360 or 1310, sorry.
Yep.
When you go to the next season, you'll literally only have to go to 1320. And the power increase should feel like it's, like the Season of Dawn last year, and you're excited to see how the progression of the new system works, and that's what they're saying. And they're saying that they'll believe this change will allow you to kind of power pursuits and play the game instead of worrying about doing your milestones and doing the same old chores. But to defend this statement, why make us keep doing the same shit? I feel like Witch Queen, every single milestone that we have in the game should be taken out and we should get all new ones. That's how I feel.
See, that's the thing though, is like they're gonna have to go back to +1s or people are gonna get bored. Like that was the one thing that was carrying people to continue to play, is if you don't have banger content every season and give people a reason to play, they made power into content, and that is engraved in people's brains at this point. Power leveling shouldn't necessarily be content. It should be an optional thing to some degree. But now that we're only having 10, I feel like it's just one less thing to do. But
it's one less thing to do for sure. That's what I was saying earlier when I was reading it. Now it's just, if you're a person that's max power, the next season comes, you can go straight to the actual content itself. You don't have to do the boring stuff. You go straight to the content and you're going to burn through it.
So they're going to have heavy back-end content.
And artifact power was not discussed in this. Where's that at? We're sick of this artifact power, unlimited power bullshit. Cap this fucking artifact already.
I think honestly, the play here would have been to change the leveling system completely. Like either change it back to what D1
was there to change the leveling system, and they didn't.
Or maybe even a new one. I don't think this is gonna like. I have a bad gut feeling.
Well,
about this.
If you open up your map right now and you go to destinations, look at everything on here. Look at all these stars. This is what your shit looks like when it resets. From now on, when it's not a big DLC, you literally need to look at 4 key points. Just your pinnacles. Mm-hmm. You don't have to do anything. So when new shit comes out, like let's just say next season launches and there's a Menagerie 2.0. again, I'm just saying this. One day Bungie will give us one. But you don't need to level for anything. You don't need to level. You don't need to do anything. Anyone can do content in the game at 10 power level under. You're never going to be under leveled anymore. So like the people that couldn't do the 1300 or the 1330 Nightfalls week 1 of this season, you're never going to feel that again.
Artifact power isn't a problem. Okay.
Oh, no, you can't see it.
Let me explain to you why you're
Artifact power is not a...
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me explain to you why you're wrong. It isn't a bad thing, but it isn't a good thing because it's unlimited. It's a good stepping stone mechanic to teach new players, like, that they need power level to get into these activities, and it allows them to get into those activities to at least try them. But the fact that it's unlimited just allows you to negate the whole fact that you don't need to like traditionally level at all, which means you don't need to do any of the like the destiny things, so to speak. Like you could literally just farm bounties and go into the raid.
Yeah.
It just needs to be capped. I think it's a decent idea for new players, but if it's not capped, then it's a problem.
Why should it be limited if it doesn't matter anyways? Because then it would... You have to understand this is a bait. This is all a bait. And this is you guys aren't thinking with the glass half full. If you make Bungie limit the amount of bounties you can do and worry about level artifact power, it forces Bungie to give you content to play. That's what we need to do as a community. We need to make sure that Destiny's giving us stuff to play. Look at this season. We've had shit to do every week, and we still have tons of stuff to do. You still got to upgrade your war table. You still got to do the helm. You still got to do about another 100 or 200 battlegrounds. You can't wait to do.
As much as I can, chat.
And farm umbrals, and we've had so much stuff to do. We've had the mission. We've had the master mission. We've had every week we feel like there's stuff to do. And now that they've upped the drop rates, which we'll get to that soon. There's just shit to do.
So here's the thing,
don't give us that kind of content, and you're just letting
cap
people
can
farm
be.
power
You can
level
argue
and
about
farm
what it
power
needs
level.
to be. That's
Power
not
level
the
doesn't
point.
mean anything
but
in this game
again,
anymore.
I have
And
you
them
guys
only
thinking
giving us 10
critically.
power
We're on the
level
same
season
page,
now.
right?
They realize
you get why I don't think it's a good thing.
Power leveling doesn't mean shit anymore. So there's two ways to do it.
Artifacts
do this 10 power levels a season, or make power level matter in this game.
Wait.
They chose the 10 power level a season.
What?
Bungie, there's no way Bungie would make power level matter again, because then that would mean you'd actually have to grind the game. What do you got over there?
I was just talking to chat, like, they're arguing about, like, what the cap needs to be. Just the point is everybody's on the same page. There needs to be a cap.
Well, you can't do a plus 15 because that would mean you'd have to be a perfect power level to do a Grandmaster. So, like, plus 20 should be the highest.
I mean, they can always change that, though,
Yeah, they could change that.
They can always change those thresholds. The point is it shouldn't be unlimited to the point where you can just not play any of the stuff that you have to level to get ready for it. Literally just... It takes your traditional MMO idea and just throws it in the trash. Instead of like working your way to the end game, you're literally just going from point A to point Z instead of going through the alphabet. It's dumb.
But that's the thing, though. Like, again, we're getting off topic here, but I just want to explain. There's never been any challenge in Destiny 2 for leveling. Ever since this game came out, I'm talking when it first dropped. We just deleted characters and got the 305. Deleting characters is still in the game today to power level. How the fuck does that happen? How is that still allowed? How can you delete characters and still get pinnacles?
Didn't they get rid of that? Is it back?
No, it's still here.
No.
Unlimited flawless rewards. It was just last weekend.
Oh, for flawless?
Flawless and other missions.
Oh, now it makes sense. Okay.
Unlimited pinnacles. It's all still here. We're 4 or 5 years later, and we're still deleting characters to level. The problem is that they chose this route, and it's fine. I mean, this game holds 1 million players almost every day. Okay, we'll cut it short and say 900,000. That's still huge. Look at these games. Look at the game we played today. We've seen a lot of Destiny UI in there. Destiny's not going nowhere. But if Destiny could kill it and increase their player pop from 1 million to 1.5 every day, they could do that. But for some reason,
dude, something's got to happen for that.
Something's got to happen for that. Oh, contacting Destiny servers. Yep.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Angels of Death. So I'd like to share a high-level vision for Crucible. Direct player versus player competition is essential. Destiny is an option to express your mastery of your guardian and showcase your strength of your arsenal against other players. They say that, but then they put in things like stasis, 120s.
Exactly.
Do I need to go down? Like, abilities are fine, but where's my no abilities playlist?
Yeah, the no abilities playlist needs to be a thing. I mean,
I want to have a gunplay playlist where I can actually practice shooting people instead of having ice cube shoved up my ass every 40 seconds. It's annoying.
Yeah. When I was reading this earlier, I really thought the no abilities playlist was coming. I really thought it was there. I'm like, oh no. Oh, it was there. I thought it was we were there, but I mean, it's again. This stuff right here, they're going over it. They're putting it in writing, so they have to do something now. You know. All right, first in season 15, they're gonna address three peeking, using emotes, using swords. Fuck yeah!
Woo!
Let's go, man! Trials and competitive. There's no more three peeking. What you didn't remember, though, is that there's still 100 intellect Andes that are going to be sitting in the back of the map, baiting you, ready to go. Taking three peeking away it's definitely a start. But guess what? It's still not going to change how people play in the game. You're still going to go up against the shitters. You know? Emotes will be disabled, and players will be unable to pull out any third-person weapon that doesn't have ammo. That's pretty...
Question, so how does that work when I pop Spectral Blade? Am I in first person Spectral Blade, or do I still get the three peek there?
Well, no, that's you're in a super.
Okay, that makes sense. That's fair, but
yeah. But again,
I just thought it'd be kind of funny.
What's nice is this is where I hear we are listening. These two topics, disabling emotes, and you cannot pull out a ammo, or you can't pull out a weapon unless it has ammo. Dude. That was literally said by the community. There's a lot of stuff intertangled there to discuss. So they did listen to that. So you got to give them that, you know? What people don't understand, though, is that it's just the field of view. Now that there's full field of view 105, that's what made three peeking just annoying as shit. So it's all good. Mm-hmm. So they said it's, you know, most competitive arenas that are these mechanics were being used in ways that they didn't intend. But this is a tricky problem to solve in Destiny's complicated sandbox. But we think it's a good starting point. So they're actually addressing it, you know? You got to understand,
can I stop you for a second? Because I know these people are they're gonna come up. I think you guys need to look on the good side of things. You're looking for the bad in every change and not being grateful for the good changes. You're missing the entire point. We are here to provide feedback based on what they have provided and our initial thoughts. We said a lot of this stuff is good. Stop reading in between the lines and listen to what we have to say.
All this stuff is good. We're saying good points, but we're saying good and honest and then bad points too.
Mm-hmm. Just stop taking it out of context. So you're hearing what.
How many hours do you got in the game there, buddy?
Yeah. All right, anyways, move on. Sorry to interrupt, but I know those people are going to come out.
All good. Second, over the next several seasons, they'll be making changes to stasis and light subclasses in order to achieve a healthier balance of subclasses in the Crucible, which they've talked about before. They said, how can we make the light-based subclasses hang with stasis, especially when we know that more subclasses are going to be coming with Witch Queen. Hashtag reacted. Also, Season 13 and 14 will be adjusting stasis in the Crucible in order to bring its overall effectiveness in line with our light subclasses. Here are some of the changes you can expect to coming updates this season. Before I go on reading, I think these are good changes, but here comes the honest answer. Why weren't these added in the game in the first place? Why weren't people that programmed this game and tested this game in Crucible?
I feel like Beyond Light was rushed and they pushed
it was rushed already. So I feel like I'm not a video game programmer. This is not my job. But these changes, we knew about these problems since the first day we seen stasis. Yep. So here we go. Behemoth Titan, everybody's favorite super, decreased super damage reduction. So good. Yes, that needed to be changed. We know that. Increased super energy cost at performing light attacks. This is so the Titan can't just chase you with the light attacks. Definitely needed to be changed. Removing a freeze on the AoE of a supercast. That didn't need to be changed in my opinion.
That needed to be removed from the fact that you can freeze people and it does it when you pop your super, I think is a little ridiculous.
But the only reason is all the supers can do that. Like, I mean, literally you get hit with a pick. You know, what's it called from the Hunter, the Revenant? That's what it's called, right? Revenant?
Yeah.
when you get hit with that, you literally have no chance and you're frozen right away. The first pick automatically freezes you. So that's technically the same thing. The thing that they didn't like about the Titan Behemoth is that when people would run at you, you could freeze them. So yes, I get it. And then reduce the traveling efficiency on the Shiver Strike when slowed. Yeah, those changes needed to be made. So we get that. You know, the Revenant Hunter decreases Withering Blade damage and tracking. And then you got decreased slow stacks applied to targets.
It is a tough call, but they did push it out.
That's pretty much when people are doing double shurikens at people. And then remove Shatter Dive.
Yo, Worm, thank you for the 2 months, dude. Appreciate ya.
Again, these are all stuff that should have been there. Shadebinder Warlock fixed the bugs where Ice Flare bolts wouldn't track towards targets immediately on creation. I've seen that happen a lot. It fixed the bug where Shadebinder super projectiles were not tracking until a certain distance traveled.
See, I don't see a problem with that though. Like, where are the supers that require precision aiming? You literally just fire it and it tracks people, dude.
Exactly.
Stop getting tracking things, please.
Exactly.
Like,
and then out of all the supers,
decrease
crystal shatter damage. I mean, that's another thing too. I think it's funny when you get killed by your own team's shatter dive because they're own crystals, you know.
Yeah.
But it's but yeah, those changes should be changed again. Like, these changes right here that I just read on these 3 supers, this was like when they fixed, remember the Warlock super almost canceled trials because it was like so busted. I feel like
which time
I know, right? But these changes should have been made halfway through the season. I'm glad that they finally got to them though, so that's good. At least they're trying, you know. But again, you got to understand though that they're trying to do this so it doesn't hurt it in PvE.
They didn't murder Behemoth.
They don't want to make too many drastic changes for PvP to ruin the super in PvE because we don't have separate sandboxes.
Just
so I think that's really good.
Thanks for the prompt sub, dude. Appreciate that, man. All right, what's next here? Where do we leave off?
Right after General for season 15, they're looking at universal adjustments. That part.
Universal adjustments. We focus on light subclasses and release a set of targeted buffs to our most underutilized specializations. The goal of all these changes is to keep stasis feeling great in PvE and bring its representation in PvP more in line with our light-based abilities. Good. That's exactly what we want.
Exactly.
That's nothing to comment there.
Exactly what we want.
We want to continue to adjust weapon archetype performance with new perks to shift the meta in Crucible. I think they've been doing a good job with that. The new perks have been a lot of fun to use.
Yep.
Despacito is, oh my god, that thing is nasty.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, just Crucible stuff.
Here we go though. Sweat forgot the last sentence. In addition, at season 15, we will also be looking to adjust overall ability usage rates to make sure guns and gameplay are always the key to success in Crucible.
I almost read over that. That's exactly what we're looking for.
So we gotta wait another 6 months for that.
Intellect Andes or Ian's. Of course, gameplay balance only matters when the underlying playing field is fair, and unfortunately, cheating continues to be a significant issue, especially on PC. We're working to maintain security as new exploits emerge, and as always, we don't want to talk a lot of these improvements for fear of empowering the bad guys. A few areas we can talk about are, we're aiming to nearly double the size of Bungie game security, from long-term commitment to fair play. So somebody made a joke earlier. They're moving from 1 guy to 2 people, dude. I thought that was funny. So right off the rip, this doesn't really. This is stupid. Like, you're paying more people to ban people. You should be hiring more people to code a working anti-cheat. At least that works somewhat of the time. Yep. It's going to do more than just manually going, oh hey Jim, did that guy cheat? Check his headshots, check the kill cam, check the, like, that's so much more inefficient, and this is still like it's solving nothing because cheaters are still going to ruin cards. Eventually they get banned, but then they just buy another thing because they're making bank off of recompts.
Yep.
Anyways, we've begun regular surveys to better understand your experiences with cheating and to measure our progress. The new data enriches our existing streams of play reports. Thank you for reporting.
So good and tasty.
And they're taking legal action against cheat developers. You've seen news articles about it. They teamed up with the Valorant, right, to sue one of the sites that was selling cheats. We'll share more on security news when we can. I'm gonna be the guy to say it again. It's been over a year, and we still have an anti-cheat that's even partially working. It's just manual reports at this point. Until I see this improved, I'm gonna be avoiding trials. Like, it's embarrassing, and it really drives players away that actually want to play trials.
The best cheat I've seen over the weekend was a guy had unlimited heavy every round. This guy was spamming 1K. So they're like, you know, these guys, I'm not going to drop names, but these guys were like, chat, they're not cheating. They're not cheating. We're going to go look at their trials report. Oh, yes, last match. The guy got kills with 2 different heavies in one match. He got kills with Thunderlord and the Colony. So
do you ever not complain?
Heavy more than one round.
JJ, I hate to break it to you, dumbass, but you don't have to sit here and listen to me. Give feedback on the game. If you don't like it, suck my fucking dick,
I can't wait for them to do hand cannon at 3 and helmet at 7 or helmet at flawless.
Yo, Donkey, thank you for the new sub, baby. Welcome, dude. And Copper Corky, thanks for the 8 months, bro. Broccolini, thank you for the primer, dude.
There's not much
Sloppy, thank you for the biddies, bro.
But it's just trials are so sweaty no matter what, because if you're on next gen,
I'm just gonna say, if you're listening right now and you don't like what I'm saying,
they match.
Either give me a legitimate argument to refute, or suck my fucking nuts, dude. Because I'm gonna sit and talk about the game on what I think needs to be fixed, and I'm gonna go over the points that they talk about and give my opinions. So if you don't like it, lick my fucking balls dry, buddy. Have a nice day. Oh, sorry, I was just roasting an idiot in chat.
Oh yes, oh yes.
You ever not complain? Do you ever not complain, man? You ever just not complain about the game, bro?
What the fuck up, bro? Yo, Spookington, thank you for the prime. Welcome, dude.
We gotta be yes.
Anyways.
We gotta be yes, man. We gotta be yes, man.
Oh, yes, it's perfect. Ship it. Ship it. Yay, Bungie. Woo, I love this update. I love trials. Yay, I lost to a cheater. Woo, still having fun. Be a yes man your whole life, dude. See how it goes for you. Outriders is great, bro. Thanks for asking. All right, Praetus Revenge in Season 14, Vault of Glass will return. The team will have a lot more to say about it before launch, but there are a few things I'd like to clarify now. Our philosophy behind bringing things out of the Destiny content vault is to keep them feeling like the content you remember while updating them to meet Destiny 2 difficulty and raid standards. So, while the high-level experience remains the same, you should expect the raid team to have a few tricks up their sleeves when you tackle the depths of the Venus this summer. Vault of Glass will also launch with a contest mode in the first 24 hours and a world-first race. I don't even know if I need to read the rest of this, dude. Yeah, that's a bonk moment for sure.
World-first race.
For a raid that came out 6 years ago.
Out 6 years ago, and there was already awarded a world's first.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
and they got belts for it.
Since this is a reprised raid, we're going to do world's first a bit different. Players looking to claim the belt will not only have to complete the raid, but also a curated list of challenging triumphs. So that means triumphs. So you're literally going to have to find out like the challenges in the raid, which Lord knows we've seen them before, and you have to complete them all. And while only one fire team will walk away with a belt, there'll be plenty of opportunities for players to earn the ability to purchase some sweet real-world loot through Bungie rewards.
So it's a marketing gimmick. So what they're going to do is whoever gets world's first now, they're going to go take the belt away from the people who originally won, and then they're going to give it to the new winners. That's not actually what's happening. That's a joke for those who don't know how to understand sarcasm.
Again, I like when they do this stuff, but people have to understand that with PvE and PvP, people are just too egotistical in this game now. They're all about stats, and I just think that this, like, literally, the fucking horns are gonna go off, the fart noises, people are just gonna laugh when we see the triumphs and the team finishes first, and like, I don't even think that whoever finishes first, they're not going to be hyped like a world's first team would be. You know, you see the reactions of people getting world's first and so hyped. This one just like,
yeah, Spartan, thank you for the prime, dude. Sloppy, thank you for the biddies, dude.
We'll see.
Trigosa, thank you for the 5
But there's
months,
more
dude.
right underneath the big picture of Vault of Glass.
Yeah, I know.
There's some juicy stuff.
I know this stuff is far in the future, but again, we're holding them to their promises. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about this. I'm excited for Vogue to come back because we're going to be testing weapons. We'll go through all the exotics again, but tricks up my sleeve, that doesn't justify there being another World's First race. It would have to be a completely different raid, like new bosses and stuff like that. I don't see that happening because they say they're trying to keep it like the original. The same high-level experiences, but have a few tricks up their sleeves. So Champions, obviously, is going to be one. Maybe some Wyverns.
Yeah, and you might have to do, like, the challenges for each encounter.
Mm-hmm. This is going to be, like, probably the weirdest World's First. I don't know how a lot of teams are going to react to this. It's a belt at the end of the day, so people will be going for it, but...
Yeah, it's a belt, so...
Master Mode, though. Master Mode's kind of cool. We've been asking for hard raids back for years, and they stopped with Last Wish. They're like, we want to make the whole experience...
That's what Bungie says right here. Before the end of the year, we're also looking to add a master version of Vault the Glass. We've been really excited about how Master and Grandmaster difficulties have altered Nightfall Strikes, increasing the potency of combat and the importance of executing mechanics, which they pretty much chose that right on the dot, importance of executing mechanics. And
the one thing that I hope they don't do, though, is do not add the scoring system to raids or I'm going to lose it. I don't want to hit 1 million points to get platinum. That would like
our future raid and dungeon content to offer master difficulty versions where players can earn adept raid and dungeon gear. I think that's smart. Adept stuff. Yes. And while we aren't able to commit to Season 14 timeframe for a Master Vogue, we do want to take the time to develop a sustainable structure that allows us to ship these closer together in future releases. So, for them to say that we're trying...
Stomp mechanic up by 1,000%.
This is huge. So, we've wanted this. But again, they also have to understand, too, that hard mode difficulty we were talking about is we want mechanics. The best hard mode raid we've got is there's only one in Destiny 2, and I guarantee people don't know the answer to it. It's Leviathan. Mm-hmm. If you do Prestige Leviathan, that raid scaled with your power level and still felt tough at Callus. And guess what? Every single raid encounter had a different mechanic. That was the only hard mode raid we ever had in Destiny 2. So that's what they need to follow. Not, hey guys, now it's master difficulty and it's match game and shit has shields.
Welcome back for 4, bro.
Not hard mode difficulty. But it's a start for what they're doing, so I applaud Bungie for that.
It's a good move in the right direction.
Good move in the right direction.
All right.
Ada1! Fuck yeah!
Ada's back! Ada's back!
Let's go!
Destiny, they call this transmog system armor synthesis.
Yep.
So that the armor is into ornaments. Every season, Ada will offer players a set of bounties that highlight various activity types. Wait, so does this mean that Scourge is coming back or no?
No.
Players can complete these quests and receive materials they need to power up Ada's Loom, which can turn any piece of armor in your collection into a permanent universal ornament. Players short on time will be able to purchase synthesis for silver. Honestly, that's not as bad as I thought it would be.
No, it's not. It's not.
It makes sense. Like, you're paid a winning there for the ornaments to some degree, but you can just earn it if you want to.
But this is also going to clean out our vaults, and we're going to be able to look the way we want to, and we'll just need to pay attention to high stat loot now. So once you get high stat armor, you put it on, and you'll never have to change it again. That's what's nice.
Dude, they're going to rake in so much cash with that. Jesus.
Yeah. And now, once you've acquired those new universal ornaments, you will want to head over to the new appearance screen in the character menu, where you can manage the ornaments on all your gear in one place. You'll also find that you can apply shaders here individually or all pieces on your equipped gear with one click. You can finally put all 5 pieces with one click, with one shader. About time, right? We've been waiting for that. To make it even easier on you to try out a bunch of looks in Season 14, we've also changed shaders to be permanent unlocks. No more having to buy stacks of shaders in your inventory. Woohoo! We're on a roll here. At the beginning of season 14, we'll be including a starting supply of synthesis materials as a reward for completing the seasonal onboard quest. We know many of you have been looking forward to synthesis for a long time and want to front load your ability to create some looks you've been going for to show off. And this is the UI of it. This is great. No more stacking shit in our vaults. No more stacking
I can run full green armor.
Yeah.
I can finally run the helmet that I want to run. The racer helmet, dude.
You can run whatever you want. And as long as it's unlocked, the way this is going to work is if you're looking at this photo, as long as you have it unlocked in the game in your collections right now, it'll be in this. But if you don't have it unlocked, they're not just going to give you stuff you don't have.
My Titan is finally going to look good, chat. I will finally put work into it.
Oh, he's lying about that. He's lying about that.
Finally.
No way. No way he makes his Titan look good.
The day comes, dude. The bike rack is back, boys! Woo! All right, we still got a few quick things we want to cover, but I want to make sure we didn't end without taking the time to recognize how incredible the team is here at Bungie. It's enormously difficult to make a game from home, but the team comes at it every day with unmatched enthusiasm and talent. One of the reasons why our team is full of Guardians, Conquerors, Lighthouse, frequent flyers, lore masters, and people that just love to get in a strike or two in with their family. All the work they do is because they believe Destiny 2 can be the definitive action MMO on consoles and PC for years to come. So without spoiling the plans for the Witch Queen and beyond, let's talk a few more things the team is working on this year. Crossplay, Season 15. Internal rollouts and alpha tests in Season 14. So they're testing it. That's good. I'm excited for this. I thought this was happening next season, but I'll wait. So we'll be able to do Jerry Day on any platform, chat. Me, Clyde. We're gonna hopefully there'll be enough content for us to do like a variety of carries when that finally happens. So I'm looking forward to this. Ikora Ray, she'll be playing a pivotal role in Witch Queen, so she's finally gonna be useful. That's good. Oh well, she's not dying. So nice spoilers. Beyond Light, we introduced stasis, like arcs, solar arc and void stasis will continue to evolve into a fully supported damage type. Season 15. First legendary stasis energy and power weapons. More to come in the fall.
It really sucks about crossplay.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather it be tested though, rather than like it works or doesn't work. You know? Like,
yeah, they should have dropped. They should have dropped it now though. Like this season, and then they could have tested it. Making us wait that long kind of sucks. Just because of the struggle to get new PCs and new next gen consoles, and I feel like a lot.
So this last point, you're telling me I can get a gilded title more than once? So I can be Dredgen 69.
You could be Dredgen.
I'm gonna be world's first Dredgen 69 boys.
Well,
Let's go.
It might be a while till you get the 69.
Nope, it'll take.
Venom, we have to read this because we didn't go over it earlier. But yeah, some of the stuff is good. It's I just wish I really was looking forward to crossplay next season, which kind of sucks. So other than that, I'm fully hyped. Gilded titles I really don't care about.
Dude,
yes, keep scrolling down and look at that nice Lego armor set.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't like this. What
looks
is
like
this?
Legos.
Wait. Titan's got salt on his arm. Sodium chloride, dude.
Yeah.
Salt.
Yep.
So when I kill somebody with stasis before it gets nerfed, I can bag them with salt, dude, so they can be
it's
salty.
like Mega Blocks.
I can dip my salty nuts in his mouth, dude. Thanks for reading. Joe Groth Blackburn, Assistant Game Director of Destiny 2. No, Joe.
I know these are renders. I know that.
So, I guess that pretty much covers everything, chat.
Yep.
We went over all the big points. The one thing I just like don't stand by is that world's first thing, but I'll get over it, I guess.
Yeah. And now we're going over to the TWAB.
Oh, I mean, was there anything in the TWAB?
Don't know. Looking at it, they're talking about the state of the Destiny. They're telling you to read that.
Yep.
Dead Man's Tale trailer, master difficulty.
It's just a recap.
Diving into deeper of the Deepstone Crypt. The Deepstone Crypt developer team will be playing this on Wednesday, March 3rd at 10 a.m. Pacific. I would watch that. It's funny to watch them.
Cool.
They explain how the raid works, and they explain like what they were thinking about when they were designing it. So these are always fun to watch. So yeah, and let's see if they go for the big one-phase Atrax kill. Ritual playlist weapon rewards. These are huge. If you've been like everybody else, you've been sinking a lot of time into Gambit searching for a bottom dollar hand cannon. Over the last 2 weeks, it's beautiful. Lives in the 120 RPM archetype and can be found when completing Gambit matches. Today, we've invited weapons feature lead Chris Proctor to walk us through the freshly introduced Ritual playlist rewards, where to get them, and plans to address feedback on drop rates. We introduced new weapons into reward pools: Crucible, Gambit, and Vanguard Strikes. To give a quick rundown of the new lights out there, each one of these weapons has a low drop rate and deep perk pools, intended to give players dedicated to a particular playlist and a weapon to hunt. See, this is really good. I wish there was like 5 per playlist.
So the one note here is, though, will these weapons be useful in their particular playlist? Like, if I get this pulse from Crucible, will it be good in Crucible, or is it something you use in PvE? Because that's a big issue.
Our goal when introducing these rewards was to provide a space for long-term ritual-specific goals for players as they chase the perfect role in a given weapon, and explore the possibility space of perk rolls on a weapon archetype in the same way weapon designs do. Pictured is Vanguard Shotgun, Crucible Pulse Rifle, Gambit Grenade Launcher. We saw some positives to these weapons and made players digging through some perks and compare the rolls, and we added some more, which they added the Rocket Launcher, the Gambit Fusion, the Crucible Sidearm, the Vanguard Pulse, the Crucible Sniper, and the Gambit
Bottom dollar.
So, while the drop rates for each individual weapon are not intended to be so high that it's easy to quickly acquire from a large amount of rolls, we've been seeing some feedback that they currently feel too scarce, which they kind of do. And the reason I say this is just because we just need more. I was talking about this the other day. It's nice to look at the right side of your screen and be like, ooh, what'd I get? So if we just had a couple more weapons, but you know, I literally did 15,000 infamy and got 2 bottom dollars. Scarce. Shut up. Current plan is to increase the drop rates for these ritual specific weapons later in the season of the Chosen. Again, I said this would come, and this is the problem. Every time they give us something to grind in this game, they change it. Anytime they make something hard in this game, they buff it. I feel like they should, you know, it shouldn't have dropped that way. But at least they admitted it. They said, hey, we tried to make it hard for you guys to get them, but we realized we went a little too crazy and we're going to fix it. And that's fine. But the people right now that have the God rolls and they grinded 2-3 Gambit resets and they've been doing nothing but grinding strikes and shit. I mean, I've only got 1 rocket launcher.
This is
that Vanguard rocket launcher. I've done, I mean, I could check right here on my account. I know you guys can't see this, but I can check right here. It says strikes. Strikes.
This is such a stupid take.
Seasonal. I've done 98 strikes.
Fuck Clyde for having an opinion, right, man? God, you're so smart, dude.
So,
oh my God, I'm
they're going to be changing the drop rates on them.
Most of chat is fine, and then there's these like
current plan is to continue adding weapons to these pools in future seasons.
I don't like what you said.
Amazing.
Fuck you.
Yeah. I like that. There may be some seasons where these pools remain the same.
You're going far in life. Good
Other
one,
weapons with new weapons is added and rotated out. I'm cool with that.
AV, thank you for the 13, baby. Appreciate the kind words, dude. TR Fish, thank you for the 14 months, brother. COS, thank you for the 3 bones, bro. HT, thank you for the 7 months. I'm excited for Ada to come back, dude. I thought she was like dead.
So the DDoS protection is being brought online, and there will be a multi-week initiative. Okay.
Yeah. It's good that they're finally doing that, though. Slowly but surely getting there, man. Lots of good changes, but some of these aren't as promising, but I think there's a lot more than good than
Wait,
bad
they're using Steam services to do this DDoS protection.
I suppose they would have to through crossplay.
Yeah, okay, that's actually smart of them. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, as soon as what's funny is as soon as DMG tweeted his bottom dollar and said, "Damn, that was rough," I'm like, "Yep, they're gonna change it." But
let me get it first and then change it.
People always say that though. Like you see a lot of YouTubers, you see a lot of players, you see new players, you see anybody. No one's left out of this chat right here.
Yep.
People always say, do the devs even play this stuff sometimes? So it's good for them to go grind Crucible, grind Gambit. I think they should play Trials more casually. I think it should be 3 devs playing Trials instead of stacked teams so they see what it's like. You know, because like right now, you can't grind Trials tokens. You literally have to play full cards.
Yeah, thank you, Joe Baited.
So they encourage you to make it to your end of your card to get 12, 1300. You know, I think I watched Frostbolt. He didn't play a lot of Trials. I mean, he played a lot, but not like he usually does. I've seen him turn in like 1,200 tokens. I would love to get that many fucking tokens, but I know I can't. So we need help on the token side, because if you're gonna give us loot and new armor to chase, I want to be able to get it. But if I know that I can't get tokens, then what's the point in playing? Or what's the point in just not playing stacked and getting your quick run done and see you later? Battleground Throwdown. They're talking about hot fixes. So March 2nd, there'll be Destiny 2 maintenance. Stage completions.
Overall, today, what are we giving the rating, Mr. Clyde?
I'm just scrolling through this.
All right, awesome. That's my favorite rating.
I'm looking at movie of the week. I didn't see none that stuck out. That's cool. Artist. Start top in the book. Fires a ton of Iron Banner raging. It's about time we start hunting a sweet new role in the Time War Inspire. About to start focus on Pinnacle Ban on my power levels. So this weekly reward.
Chad, I give it an 8 out of 10. I thought there was a lot of good today.
Wait, what are you talking about? Overall Destiny stuff or overall everything?
Overall, I mean, between like the update and the TWAB, just everything we just read, I give it an 8 out of 10. There's a lot of good.
I give it an 8 out of 10. I feel like that's fair. Some of the stuff in there was kind of, you know, I'm cool with Witch Queen being delayed. That can happen. So yeah. Witch Queen being delayed, I'm cool with that, because you're like, hey, we just don't want to mess up, and I'll pull this back up.
Just please don't half bake it. Literally, if it takes 2 years, let it take 2 years.
Yeah, let it.
We will wait.
You know, so when you're looking over this stuff, I'm literally just starting at the top. You know, that's what they were saying is you know, Witch Queen being delayed. That's fine, okay. And they're talking about how they want to, you know, change their sandbox. I'm cool with that. Rewards that matter, huge. The power change.
They said Witch Queen's delayed until early 2022. So my guess is March.
That's kind of rough, because sure knowing that I don't have to play anything in the game now. I can just do straight pinnacles.
They said early 2022.
So like, how is this stuff gonna work? Like, our new Nightfall's gonna come out, a new season, knowing we have to go up 10 power level? Am I gonna be under leveled, or am I just gonna beat the shit out of it? So a lot of players are probably gonna be wondering that. I think it's a good change, but what do we have to do now that power level grind, the first 3 weeks of the system is gone? So it's like, what are we gonna do? The sunsetting shit, I don't even want to talk about it. It's fucking stupid. I mean,
it's stupid that they did it.
They set themselves up for this by taking it away. They took away sunsetting, and now they're bringing it back. They need to just be clear and be like, we fucked up. We didn't know how to get rid of Recluse and Mountaintop, and this was our fix. Honestly, if they would have put that, I think everybody would be at base. But knowing that, like, me personally, like, what about my other guns?
Can't brush that under the rug, dude.
No, because now it pisses me off, because now I'm sitting here like, okay, I'm all about switching it up and using new guns, but man, you know, what about my Beloved? What about my Kinlet Orchid? Like, all those guns that I actually liked using, and these are guns that I didn't use daily. I just like pulling them out. I mean, Beloved was different, but now we just can't use those guns no more. And now Fellwinners,
you're playing it
they
right
literally
now.
gave everybody fucking Fellwinners. I don't think Fellwinners should make the cut. I think it should get sunset because it has shot package. The shotgun's broken. So, but they said they're going to change stuff down the road.
I've said it since the start.
But again, it sucks because we were just like, hey, have fun with it.
And look what happened.
We'll move on to something new. But now it's like, oh, hey guys, yeah, now we get all our shit. We get everything. Everything is just up to date now. Grinding armor sets, you know, that's going to be gone out the window. World's first, yeah, yikes.
Lots of changes coming though. So
Master Nightfall, Master Vault of Glass, I'm in. 801 coming back. This whole, yeah, that's fucking awesome. That's what I'm saying. 8 out of 10. I think they're we need them to say this stuff, and this is like the final closing on it. We need them to address this stuff because they're admitting, hey, we know what you're talking about. We know what you want. But now, again, there's people right now that screenshot this whole article just to have it on file. So down the road, when Bungie doesn't do what they said in this article today, they're just going to bring it up and go, well, hey, on the
where's this
at 4:05 p.m. Standard Time on February 25th, you said this, and Bungie, I'm not playing your game. I don't care. I'm pissed. Next week. I love this game.
Actually, this is the best game I've ever played, man. This is lit.
I swear to God, like Timmy and Jimmy, are you playing? Yeah. You're watching your band. Well, just go over to Clyde's channel and ask to be unbanned. It works. I can do this shit all day.
God.
But it's man. People just have to understand everything we just said. It's because we're passionate about this fucking game. We love this game. I think it's awesome. I can't wait for the changes. Me personally, as someone that likes playing with people, crossplay, that was a kick in the nuts. I really wanted it to come sooner, but hey, we gotta wait. Oh well. Sneaky's got the next gens, so we'll be slaying that. But it just sucks. But and it'll be fun, like Sweat said. When they do implement cross save, we could do full fucking community Jerry's.
Or if something is so broken beyond belief,
and we could, and since PC's got spoiled with Jerry Day, we can just say, hey, today's just for console. We can piss PC off.
It's as simple as that, dude.
Just let the console gamers get a shot and let them have fun. We got so much activities planned. We just have to wait.
That's why Mountaintop was so good. It was one of a kind, and they couldn't nerf it.
But yeah. I think they hit it on the dot. I think they did hit it on the dot, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it's fucking funny that they dropped it when everybody was playing Outriders.
So it automatically saves.
That was tent.
Wait, what was tent?
When they dropped it when everybody in Destiny Director was playing Outriders.
Oh yeah. They damn well they did that on purpose.
That's why they did it on purpose. They did it on purpose because they knew, and then probably when they seen the servers go down, they're like, now it's
hit the button, Joe, hit the button.
As soon as the servers went down for Outriders and all the streamers were sitting in at the title screen, that's when they dropped it.
Yeah.